dealing with the provincial government or federal, but we need to build some more highways,
Right.
Definitely. Simply having this transportation of subway is not going to solve the problem. I think we do need some more highway. Though there has been a tremendous increase of populations last 10-20 years,
Right.
but it has been very limited to highway building. All we have is Highway 407.
That's right.
403 has been built now 30 years ago.
Right.
And those are my questions. There's too many cars.
Well, you're absolutely right. And there's, as they say, the war on the car. Back to the road repairs. This is the St. Clair right-of-way. As you know, we budgeted $43 million for it. It's now up over $120 million. It caused major congestion. We have to get this traffic flowing, and the lights have to be synchronized. It costs $50 million to synchronize all the lights in the city of Toronto. So when you're driving home at night, no one's here, it's on a timer, you can go, the greens can go all the way through. Right now, that's not happening. And there's money in the budget, we can do it, and it will be done. So to get the traffic flowing, and again, the highways, I wish I could build highways, but unfortunately that falls under the jurisdiction of the province.
Yes.
And whatever happens, you got to remember, the provincial election is a year from now. So whatever they do to us in the municipal election, there's going to be a huge fallout next fall, because that's when Mr. McGuinty is going to have to go to the polls. And there's Ms. Horvath, leader of the NDP party, Mr. Hudak, the leader of the Conservative Party. There's a lot of these issues are going to have pertaining to them. So I'd love to see more highways built, but unfortunately the city doesn't build highways.
I know. Last question.
Yeah, sure.
On the way down here, I heard from 680 News that Joe Pantalonis now is he was going to support you. What was that? Can you?
No. That's old.
I think the media got something wrong again.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not like David Miller or Joe Pantalonis. No.
I think David Miller is endorsing him today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
endorsing Joe
David Miller,
Pantalonis.
okay.
I'm a businessman, so
Miller endorsing. Okay, got you.
no, definitely.
Do you have any of your opponents that they could become your party?
Oh yeah, there's not a party, but I have a lot of councillors that are supporting me. Like Francis Nunziata, for example, the former mayor of York, Mike Delgrand out in Scarborough. A lot of people have called me, like Raymond Cho's called me. A lot of people have called me and said, we want to join. So I'm just waiting for them, because again, it's up to them. I'm not going to go out and endorse anybody. A couple of candidates, a couple of good friends of mine are running, so I'm supporting them. But I haven't gone out and actually endorsed a candidate, because if I endorse one person in an 8-person race, the other 7 people are going to be offended, right? And then I'm going to be losing support from the other 7. So, but there's a lot of existing councillors that are waiting to see, when as it get closer, you'll see more people coming on board. Like, for example, Giorgio Mamalidi, he's endorsed me. So there's a lot of support on council.
Okay, those are my questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Kenny Yang.
Hi, Kenny.
From Canadian Korean Times.
Right.
It's #1 weekly paper in our committee. So
Hamnida.
oh, that's sorry, I met personally Joe Pantalon, and also last Saturday at the Peace Marathon, the second running guy whose name Smithman. And then also I saw the local Rochelle last time at our committee event, but not you. But this is first time to see. It's my honor. But hopefully you should keep going wire to wire until.
We're going full out. We don't stop.
Okay, so but one thing I don't want to hear. The rapport is the icon or representative of anti-immigrant in Toronto. That's mainstream media. They several days ago that through all the articles and the opinions. So what do you think about it?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And you look at the area I represent, it's the most multicultural ward in all the city. We have no say over immigration. So whoever makes up these stories to say all this, they're just outright lying, because the bottom line is people come into this city. Who are we? Well, the city of Toronto doesn't say yes or no. It's the federal government that controls immigration, and I welcome the new immigrants here. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
you should realize that more than half of the population demographic in Toronto will be born in foreign countries. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think we have to develop more
Oh, don't worry, I'll make sure people understand that, because someone's making up stories. It's absolutely ridiculous, but
Okay.
yeah, I can't help that.
I'm not save my time.
No, that's all right, no problem, no problem.
Hello, Mr. Ford. My name
It's easier for me. So that's one suggestion.
Yeah, no,
And then
that's a very good
one
suggestion.
last question for me. And then my understanding you are 41-year-old this year, right?
Right, yeah, 41,
You
yeah.
are so young.
Yeah. Know about that.
So what did your family doctor say about your health?
I'm healthy, don't worry, I gotta lose some weight, but you know what, I'm healthy. I've always been a big guy, I played a lot of football.
Well, other campaign officer told me, you gotta leave it,
No, I could lose a couple pounds, and that will come in time. Right now, I'm just getting through the campaign, and it's it's a lot of hard work. So if I could survive eight and a half months of this every day, maybe I could survive another 19 days. But no, we're good to go. But I'll trim down.
Yeah, it's as your next mayor of Toronto, you have a lot of things to do. I know. Basically, I like your idea to cut the expense
Oh, yeah,
and
have to.
save the tax and for the taxpayers. It's good, but everything, as you know, there is pros and cons. You know
no,
that.
you're right.
So if you want save tax, the save budget,
Yeah.
on the other side, you need another task force team to handle the other to accomplish
True.
your own concept. So I think you need a lot of connection, cooperation, and outsourcing too.
No, you're absolutely
Using
right.
the
Well, what we're going to do? You brought up a
minority
good point.
group too.
Well, I don't mind sending you a press release every other day or whatever, if you want. You give Adrian your cards, and whatever we do, we're going to start doing a lot of that, and we'll send it to all the ethnic papers, and you can translate in your language and take it from there. So talk about cards. There's a whole whack full of cards.
Were there any other last? Oh, yes, ma'am.
I'm from NGDT